Hey, I've had this Android Wear Watch for a week. Let's check it out and how it works. Hi, this is Tom from Tom's Tech Show. Um, I've had this Fitbit for several years, and I didn't want to drop, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on an Android Wear device if I didn't know if I was going to use it, if it was going to be useful to me, if it was going to be anything like that. So I spent. This was a Christmas special item. I think I got it for 99 bucks. I think it's regularly like 149 or something like that. So, and I think I bought it at Target, which using your Target card gets you an extra 5% off at Target. So, but I've used it and used it and used it and wore it every day and remember to put it on and remember to keep it charged, and it wasn't too much of a pain to charge it every 4 or 5 days, and that I kind of got used to, not having to charge it very often, and that was kind of a red flag to me. Getting if I was going to be able to get an Android Wear watch, and there's like, oh, is it going to make it through the day? Right? Is that I don't want to have a watch that's like, oh my gosh, I can't even, I put it on in the morning, I can't even get to dinner time, right, and have the watch be dead. So this was always good because it lasted for a long time, and I got a bulk set of little bands. These bands clip on and off really easily. Of this, I got a pack of 15 for $15 on Amazon, so I could change the color and do fun stuff like that. But I kind of proved to myself, okay, I'm going to wear it, I'm going to use it, it's going to be something that I'm going to definitely utilize and get notifications and use those notifications and things like that. So that was good. So that kind of proved that. And then Amazon Prime Day, I had already said, okay, I want this watch here, and Amazon Prime Day came by and it was $75 off. So that made it $179.99, which was good, because if I was not going to invest in something like this, I don't want to spend $500 on a watch, even $350 on, That's why I don't have an Apple Watch, because I'm not really fond of Apple products anyway. So, and I have an Android phone. So what would an Apple Watch get me? Probably nothing. So have this now, and so let me switch to, so here's the box. Let's switch to Mr. Roaming Monitor. So we got the box came in, it looks like that. It was nice. It has all the other stuff and kind of listing on the back all the different things that it will do, right? You've got Wear OS. I wanted something with Wear OS, not with Samsung Tizen, because I don't have a Samsung phone. I have an LG phone that's fairly Google. I mean, it's there's only a little bit of non-Googliness. Of course, my wife has a Pixel, but so it's got 5-day battery life. You can switch it to that. Has Google Pay. It says premium materials, and it seems pretty good. I like it. It seems to hold up pretty well. It has a nice leather strap. Of course, it has a built-in GPS. And let's see, what else does it say here? It says, I'm trying to read through the monitor onto the thing. So music streaming, it's water resistant, it's got heart rate and step monitoring, bunch of faces, and Google Assistant built in. So that's the box. Now inside the box, looks like this. The watch was, of course, here, and you open it up, and this was holding around the watch strap, and then the power was here, and then it comes with this crazy little baby book. It's like, yes, I'm going to read this. I have micro hands. Oh no, how can I read this? I mean, the lettering is like, look at that. It's like I can't even put my glasses on and read that. So I didn't bother reading that at all, because it's like, how do you turn it on? Okay, I'm good now. Right. So here's the watch. So I just turned my wrist here, then it, of course, comes on, and the display shows for a little while and then goes away. You can tap it and it will come back on, and you can press and hold it and then slide around to the different watch faces. So I kind of like that one right now. But you can do, you pull down of course, for that's like a quick settings. You got settings and brightness, airplane mode, Google Pay, and stuff like that. Then you pull up, and that's your notifications. If I had any notifications, they would be there. Then you go this way, and then you can arrange these. So this is a set of panels that are you're swiping towards the left. So I got weather, and then I've got my events for today. I've got some step tracking. Then I've got my Android Android Health wheels, and then it says you can add more. So and then if you go the other way, if you swipe towards the right, that gets you your Google Now. You can tell it what to do. It says where you're going, how long it will take you to get to work, how long it will take you to do other things. You can ask it things, tell it to do and turn off things and everything else. So there's also apps. So you can bring up apps. There's a whole slew of apps here. You can spin it around and pick different apps. I have music actually downloaded onto this. And you can pair a set of Bluetooth headphones to it. So if you did want to go walk somewhere, didn't want to take your phone, it has the GPS so it can track you, and it has music, and you can wear your headphones and be able to just have the watch and your headphones with you when you're out wandering around. And you won't be able to get phone calls because it's going to be too far away. If you're on the same network, Wi-Fi and stuff, then you'll be able to get phone calls on the watch wherever I am in my house. So that is pretty good. So the band is this, it looks large on my arm because I have very small arms. So the band is really nice, very nice leather, stitched very nicely. It has two little things to hold the band when it wraps around, which is good for me because of my small wrists and stuff. And then you have the sensors and everything on the back. Okay, and then you got buttons. So the first button gets you to the apps, and then you can define what app you want the lower button to launch. So I have it sending Google Keep notes right now, so I can go to check that. Okay, I just got a message, so you'll see I got a notification. And then there's a message from my wife. She needs to go get gas. So yeah, go get gas. It's fine. So the nice thing about this is, so if you see it here, you can see that there's this LCD display that you can actually see. So there's a couple different modes. So let me switch to the other monitor here and go over here. And so here, this is the, let me show you this is the charger. Right, so it has this little flat charger. It actually fits on and snaps on really well. It's really tight, and it's easy. I've never missed like the Fitbit. There's a little clamp charger that clamps around the Fitbit that just clamps on there, and I would miss that and fumble with that thing all the time. It doesn't come with anything other than just the other USB thing, so you got to find some other USB source, which is all right. I got a multi-port charger at my nightstand. So so one thing that it does, it has this layered display. Okay, so that nobody else I've seen has this. So there's this LCD screen that's on the top, and then the full AMOLED screen underneath. So I can set it to a mode that's just LCD screen and does nothing else. I get your step counting and a few things like that, and you can see the battery life and your heart rate, and that's it. And then that is going to last you, it says up to 30 days. I'm going to have to give it a test and try out and see how long it'll do that in that mode. But once you switch it to that mode, it takes a long time to run this battery down. In the other mode, I'm using it quite a lot. I'm installing apps, uninstalling apps and stuff like that, and I've definitely gotten more, up to 2 days worth of battery life. So I'm super happy with that. That's, being able to get a bunch of days worth of battery life and be able to switch to a mode where I know, I just need a watch. I don't need to be doing, I'm out somewhere. I don't need a lot of notifications. I can turn all that off and, switch that off to make it, battery life last a lot longer. But if I'm waiting for calls or waiting for messages, I can switch it to the other mode really easily and be able to get that and know that I can switch back on battery modes back and forth. So it really is. That's why I found this one, and I'm like, well, this is cool. This seems to work really well. So there's essential mode, just focus on a few things, and you can really see it, yes, in sunlight, and then the smart mode, which you can do all the fun Wear OS by Google things. So, I mean, it says it's tough and durable and waterproof. It's got a bunch of faces that you can put on there. And, you know, a few apps and stuff. I put play music and stuff like that. I don't use Uber or anything, but so I'm really liking it so far. The only thing that I'd say, I tried to use some of these other different watch face apps. Like you can kind of design your own watch face, and once that it uses its own special watch face. These apps, you load a watch face onto the watch, and then you take on your phone, create the watch face, and then send it to that watch face app on the phone. So, or on the watch. That some of them seem to be. I've tried a couple different ones, and they're just a little bit slow. They kind of slow things down quite a bit, and that's probably the only bad thing, right? That I would say that once it's there and you're trying to swipe things over and like do it really fast, sometimes it'll get bogged down and it'll go wait. And like if I'm trying to launch an app, so if I go in here and I go to play music and I go to launch it, I mean, it's going to take a little while. I hit launch and the screen is black. And it's like, well, are you doing something? Yeah, you're doing something. Okay. So finally it comes up and says, okay, there's the app and stuff. So that's a little slow. I mean, it's a watch. I mean, I don't know if it's going to have, I mean, the speaker works. So here. Yeah, so I don't want to play that too long, but that's some Disturbed, so I can go out. It's downloaded to the watch. I can go out and listen to Disturbed through my Bluetooth headphones, and be able to walk around and not have to have my phone with me. So that's kind of cool. But just sometimes it gets a little, especially when I had those other apps on there that were for the those different watch faces. I mean, the first thing I did was find one to make an Orville watch face on there with the Orville logo, and I had that on there for a little while. It just got to get bogged down a little bit, so I said, well, we'll take that off and go back, because that was the only thing I changed. And yeah, once I took that off, it got better. So maybe over time some of these watch face things will get a little bit better, but I'm happy with just the ones that are there stock right now. I'm good with that, but I am liking it. I'm continuing to wear it. It is a little bit heavy, but compared to a Fitbit, but it does feel comfortable on my wrist, and I don't feel like it's anything. I haven't Bluetooth paired it to the car. I want to see what happens with that. If I could Bluetooth pair it to the car, and play music through it, that would be pretty interesting. So anyway, all right, well, that's my kind of ad hoc kind of review of the TicWatch Pro. This is not the LTE version. The LTE version is Verizon, and I'm T-Mobile. So, and I didn't really want to pay extra for that connectivity and stuff, because you have to pay for it, and they got to mirror your phone number to it and everything else. I'm like, and I don't want to be trying to talk to people on my watch. I just not something I want to do. If I want to really talk to somebody, I'll call them on the phone, or I'll go see them in person. All right. Well, that's the TicWatch Pro. If you missed the Amazon Prime sale, then it's back up to $249. And I think the LTE one is $279 or $289, something like that. But you have to be a Verizon customer to use it. All right. Okay, well, thanks for watching this, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.